So yeah, we'll go to the floor. Does anyone have a question for Andy at the back there?
Is there going to be a PC port at all?
Is there going to be a PC port at all?
Well, I don't know if I'd say PC port. I mean, the game's been developed on the PC the whole time. We've actually been putting our effort into porting it to the consoles. So, but yes, the Windows PC, Xbox 360, and PS3.
Anyone? Just there?
Yeah, is John St. John still doing the voice?
Is John St. John still doing the voice?
Of course he is. I mean, he's the man. You can hear him in this game. It's, yeah. Dude, John, I love John. I've been working with him for years. A lot of people don't know this, but John St. John actually did the voice of every one of the soldiers in Half-Life Opposing Force. He's actually a really talented voice actor. He's like Mel Blanc, you know, the guy can do anything. Yeah, he even did this character that's like the drill sergeant character. That's kind of like an Arlie Emery kind of, you know, what is your major malfunction? You know, and you can't even hear Duke Nukem at all in his voice. He's great, and I'll tell you, we were about, gosh, it was like 3 months ago or so when we did a session with John, and it was the first time I've directed him as Duke Nukem in like 15 years. And I was in the booth with our audio director, and you know, we got all set up, and we got the headsets on, we're all patched in, we're rolling now. It's like, all right, John, let's get the voice. You know, let's get in the mood, let's get the character. And he's like, you got it? He's like, oh yeah, I got this, Randy, let's go. And he belts one out, like, go get some or something. It was just like, holy fuck, we're making a Duke Nukem game, man. When you hear that voice, it was amazing. It was awesome. He's the best.
Any more questions? Go on.
Because we're playing now, the demo, how far removed is that from the code that you're actually working on at present?
Did you get that?
Yeah, he asked about this demo. What this is, this is a few months old, but what it is it's the first 10 or 15 minutes of the game, and then we fade out at an appropriate point, and we cut ahead to about 2/3 of the way through the game. That 2/3 of the way through, it's been adjusted a bit. We've kind of randomly sprinkled some weapons around so that in a demo environment you can have a chance to play around with some different weapons. We've also kind of cut it off with a little ending we did that we thought would be fun to make it, you know, wrap up as a demo for this purpose. But other than that, it's from the game. Now, in the actual game, when you play through at the beginning, at that moment where it fades out, it wouldn't be fading out. It actually continues from there, and the whole game plays very seamlessly. It's not like the old game we would go and, you know, hit the nuke symbol at the end, and it'd be the end of the level, and we'd see scores. This is more of a real-time kind of experience. The whole Duke Nukem's adventure plays out in real time. And it's pretty big, too. It's astonishing. It took me about 16, 17 hours the first time I got through it. So it's about 3 Call of Duties.
Actually, that's made me thought of a question of my own. How much of Duke Nukem 3D has like survived? Because I was looking at people playing, I see a lot of the same weapons that look similar to how they were back then, like the RPG. So, how much of that spirit is brought up? I guess the main thrust of the question is, are there strippers still?
You know, it is a new game. It is a new game, but you can't have something like Duke Forever and not pay homage to our memory, and especially given the time that's going on. Like, there's a lot of nostalgia and memory that there almost needs to be fan service paid into. So the things that, you know, we want and we kind of imagine are there. Now, it can't be everything. If it's just a 100% remake, then it's not a new game at all. It's just a rehash of the old. But you know, like, there's got to be pipe bombs, right? I've got to throw a pipe bomb in Duke Nukem, or I'm just not. It's not right. And of course, back in '96, when Duke 3D came out, the world was very different, and you know, he used a detonator for the pipe bomb. Our cars back then, you know, we just have simple keys. Today, our cars, we can open them with remote controls. Duke has his remote control to his car as his detonator, so whenever he throws a pipe bomb, he brings out the remote, and it's like, whoop, and he blows it up. It's pretty good. Yes, they're strippers.
So I'm sure it's going to be very cool and all that, but we've seen a lot of similarities with the same guns and stuff. What's the coolest new thing, like the most awesome new thing in the game?
What's the most awesome new thing in the game?
Spoiler? Hell no, I'm not going to answer that. There are a few new things to play with in this demo. Check out the railgun if you haven't looked at that yet. But I'm not going to spoil anything that's outside of the demo. That would ruin it for you later. You'll thank me. Trust me, you'll thank me.
I'm not even going to play the demo. It's my fault. Thank you. I think Crow, did you have another question?
Yeah. Seeing as you said you're going to have strippers, weapons, the whole deal. Are you worried about, considering here in Australia we've got the MA15 rating, it's the highest level? Are you concerned, are you going to work to get this game out here? Because it's you launch it, we can't play it.
Are you concerned about Australia's draconian censorship laws?
I'm terrified. We're going to do the best we can to respect local laws, but to not be censored. I think censorship is terrible. I know that it would suck to not be able to have the game, especially if the Here's the thing about Duke, though. I mean, honestly, yeah, it pushes the boundaries. It does, but it doesn't like leap across the line. It dances on the line. It stomps on the line. It pees on the line, but it doesn't really cross the line. And it's really interesting too, because the world we live in today. I mean, we all have the internet, right? We've got these machines that are with a screen that's a magic window to infinite porn and violence. And anything in a game like this is not going to freak us out compared to what we can see on the internet. I think people like us need to pressure our local old fogies to figure it the fuck out, and you know, relax a little bit. It's kind of interesting, you know. I get that it's really helpful to have our ratings boards inform the customer about what to expect, especially when we have parents that want to make informed decisions about their children. And I get that and I respect that. I think when it comes to the point though where when someone consumes some form of information or entertainment and they decide that what they're seeing or feeling there is offensive or should be offensive, and the result of that, they think that they should be able to make decisions about how other people consume it, I think that's a big fucking problem, and we need to just shut that shit down. And I think you guys just need to vote out all these assholes that are politicians that are making it a problem.